Again, I am Elizabeth Jankord, and I'm happy to be here with you today. We are continuing our discussion of hand evaluation. How many of you were with me on Thursday? Okay. Well, you get to hear the scooter story again. And that is, the reason I use this example is because I think we often focus on things that we don't use often enough. We like to focus on bidding and learning bidding gadgets because they seem so cool. My partner and I play a lot of bidding gadgets, but they come up more rarely than you would think. And the scooter story is my son races motorcycles and has won multiple national championships in Daytona, and I got the bright idea that I needed a scooter because it seemed so cool. And he said, "Mom, you're only going to enjoy that 3 days a year. All the other days are too windy, too rainy, too hot, too cold, too much traffic. You just need a good vehicle." And that's how I feel about hand evaluation. We don't need a scooter that we can use 3 times a year, a fancy bidding system that comes up 3 times a year. We need a vehicle that will get us where we want to go reliably all the time. And that's good hand evaluation. Highly underrated, I think. On Thursday, we talked about hand evaluation using high cards as a tool, which is a great place to start. And we learned that we have minimum, invitational, and game forcing hands and how to define those. Today we're going to talk about using good hand evaluation on unbalanced hands, particularly hands with fit or without fit, it depends. So on this hand, we kind of looked at this on Thursday, but this is a hand with 14 high card points, and it's balanced. And these 3 cards here look like 6 losers for sure. No expectation of taking tricks with those. But if we change the distribution of the hand using the same high cards, I probably gave us 14 cards again, because that's what I usually do. I always put 14 cards in somewhere in my lesson. You can count on that. Yes. You can see how dramatically this changes how much we like our hand. Now these 4-3-2s become cards that look like they are going to take tricks. And in fact, this hand with only the same 14 high card points looks like it could make slam if partner has just the least little thing for us in either suit. So this is how hand evaluation changes once we find fit with partner. So let's look at some other examples of that. So we have void and spades, and king, queen, 10, 9, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hearts, ace, king, jack, and a diamond, and some clubs. So when we open a hand with a void, we're automatically excited.
There's 14 cards.
Do I have, this is a void, there's none here, and there's 6, 4, 3, hopefully.
Okay, got it.
We're always excited when we see shapely hands, initially. And then it's kind of like a Polaroid picture. Our excitement develops differently depending on the auction. So if we open 1 heart with this hand, and partner says 1 spade, and we're immediately discouraged. But you know, we plug on 2 hearts, we have 6. We'd never try to bid the same hand twice, so we don't rebid a suit without extra length in it. So, but we do have extra length, so we bid 2 hearts, and of course partner says 2 spades. Our hopes are dashed. We could try 3 diamonds, but my partner almost routinely will bid 3 spades. So the best thing to do, once you discover you don't have a fit with partner, is to stop the argument and exit the auction. Is it the best place to play? Maybe we do have a 4-4 diamond fit, but maybe we don't. and things are getting too expensive to keep looking. We already told partner we had 6 hearts. We bid them twice. There's nothing new really to add to this, except to go out on a limb on the diamonds, but partners probably has 6 spades and 4 clubs would be our luck. So the best thing you can do, even though it feels difficult, is to bail out of the auction at your first opportunity once you find it's not working out. So we hate this hand when partner has spades, but how do we feel if we open 1 heart and partner bids 2 hearts? Now we're pretty excited again. We don't have that many losers. We don't have that many losers. We have these 3 little cards here. We're missing our ace, possibly our jack, but we do have a 9-card fit. So that suit looks pretty good. And we're missing 1 key card here. So this hand might even make game, depending on what partner has. We could try a game try. We could do that a couple of ways with this hand. If partner bids 2 hearts, we can bid 3 hearts to show our extra heart, right? We can also say 3 diamonds to show them where our high cards are. I'm okay with either one, but you'll probably want to make some sort of game try and ask partner, how bad is your 2 hearts? And chances are very good you can take 10 tricks. Whereas a minute ago, we were just so discouraged when partners bidding the spades we don't have. So let's look at a few more examples of how that works out. This is a hand that is actually from the tournament. And responder held this hand. This was from Thursday's game. Hopefully I've left enough. And his partner opened 1 spade, of course. And I doubled in the in-between share. And he's got a nice hand. He has 7, 8, 9, 10 high card points, but he doesn't know where this hand should be played. So when you don't really know what's the best spot, we like to use redouble, which just says, I don't know what's going on, but I've got some value. I have more I need to say something because I have 10 high card points and partner has opened, but I don't know what it is to say. So redouble kind of covers that. So he redoubles. This leaves my poor partner who has nothing with it forced to bid. So he looks at his hand and bids his best 4-card suit. His best 5-card suit is, of course, openers, which he can't bid. So he bids 2 clubs. This hand's pretty happy now because the opponents are in trouble. His partner, however, just bids his hand normally and bids 2 hearts because he has a nice hand with spades and hearts. So it comes back around. What do you think he should do now? That's a temptation because he's got 10 high card points and he's got 10 cards in the minors. But what do we know about the other half of his 13 cards, which are in partner's hand? What we know about the other half of the 26 cards partnership holds is that at least 9 of them are in the majors. Partner holds at least 9 cards, if not 10, in these short suits. So even though it's a temptation to say, well, maybe no trump, maybe, diamond, should we try that? Steve Stewart held his hand and made a great bid. He passed. Like I said, it doesn't change. You get out of the auction on a misfit. Partner has at least 9, if not 10 cards in the suits you don't hold. So he doesn't have any support in these. The odds of making game on this hand are absolutely horrible. So get out at your first opportunity. And that can be a hard thing to do. We always want to improve the auction. And the best improvement is often pass. I'll show you his partner's hand so you get the full idea. kind of have a diamond fit, except this hand that doubles has 4 diamonds, so it's not really gonna work out in diamonds either. And look what happens in 2 hearts. If you're gonna play in no trump, you have 1 spade, 4 heart tricks, and 2 diamond tricks. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7, except we have to bid at the 2 level now, because it's gone 1 spade, double, redouble, 2 clubs. So we have to, if he wanted to take a call, he would have to bid 2 no, and that's not gonna work. But how about 2 hearts? Whatever they lead, he can play the ace of hearts, or ace of spades, ruff a spade. Now, how many tricks does this hand make? We still have 1, 2, 3, 4 hearts. We still have this, we still have these 2. Now it takes 8 tricks though, because we got to ruff. So it actually makes 2 hearts. Doesn't make 3 diamonds, it doesn't make 2 no trump, doesn't make anything, which just illustrates get out of an auction where there is no fit at your first opportunity. Partner is even rated to have 5 hearts. He didn't, he had an excellent hand, but he's rated to have 5 hearts when he takes another call over this hand's double. So, just an example of high card points will fail you on mismatched hands. We already learned that balanced is bad because all those little cards don't take tricks on a balanced hand. Balanced hands are bad because you need so much beef. You need to take tricks solely with high cards on balanced hands. And misfit hands, the only thing worse than balanced is misfits. So get out of those as soon as possible. On the other side of the coin, let's look at, I held this hand in my typical hands. This was at the tournament in Denver. And 3, 4, 5, 6. Does this look familiar? Does this look like the kind of hands you people hold to? Yeah, that's my hand. So, this hand opens, on this side of the table, this hand opens a spade. My partner overcalls 2 diamonds. Oh, that's good. My partner hates when I get excited with no points and get in the auction, so I don't. He bids 2 diamonds. This hand bids 2 hearts over here. Okay, so I dutifully pass. I don't have anything. I could raise 3 diamonds, but so I pass. They find this hand bids 2 spades. This hand bids 4 spades. Now, what did I just learn? How did this Polaroid develop? I just learned that the opening hand probably has 6 spades. The answering hand probably has 3 spades, and I have 4. How many does it leave for the other half of my 26 cards? So my partner has no spades. This hand first response was a heart, so it might be a trick, right? And this is valuable because it's shortness. I know my partner's shortness. I have my own shortness, so I bid 5 diamonds with my 3 count, and it actually made 6. So these are hands where we don't want to fall into the opposite side of the pitfall and say, sorry partner, I only had 3 count, because we're not paying attention to how our hand fits and works with partners. Our hand value, I will never bid on this hand if partner has overcalled 2 clubs, will I? But because partner overcalled 2 diamonds and we have this incredible diamond fit, and I know partner is short in spades, and I have a shortness, and I'm crossing my fingers on the placement of the ace of hearts, I have enough to take us to the 5 level. So that's how we reevaluate, and high card points kind of lose their meaning when hands become distributional. Then we look on, but when hands are distributional, they have shape. What do we have to have with it? We have to have it for our shape to be meaningful.
Fit, the right.
Fit.
The right fit.
Shape plus fit equals value.